To begin with, we should allocate $2,500 to cover our location scout expenses, which will include car rental, food, and gas. We can add this amount to the Location Scout tab in our budget. To determine the location rental expenses for our budget, I have compiled a list of the locations required for our production. For the small house location, we can set aside $750 per day for a total of 9 days of filming. At the hospital, we can budget $1,000 per day for 5 days. To use a restaurant location, we will allocate $2,500 for a 3-day period. Additionally, for filming at an office location, we can budget $1,000 per day for 5 days. Lastly, for the large house location, we can allocate $1,500 per day for 3 days. In addition to these location expenses, we can account for a sound stage rental fee for 6 days of filming, while the remaining days will involve exterior shots and driving sequences. Before finalizing our location expenses, it is important to conduct research to understand the cost difference between using a practical location versus a sound stage. While a real working office rental fee may be lower than an office set in a sound stage offers more containment and control. Practical locations, on the other hand, offer a sense of realism and can add to the authenticity of our production. We will require night security only for the weekend since we have already budgeted for set security in our set operations department. During exterior and driving days, we will need the presence of a retired police officer. Additionally, we will require a fire marshal any day the generator is operating and our crew consists of more than 10 people. This will practically span 40 days of principal photography. To account for a standby ambulance on our complicated stunt days, let's allocate $1,000 in the budget. You should also consider filming on state-owned properties when possible, as doing so may offer more incentives from the state towards film production. For example, using state properties means that your fireman and police officer fees will be paid by the state instead of the production company. Some states provide tax credits, rebates, or exemptions for qualifying film productions. Considering our cast and crew, which will total approximately 60 people during principal photography, we need to budget for their meals. Let's allocate $16 per plate per person under catered meals. For the duration of principal photography, we should include a cook and an assistant cook under the catering staff section. We should also confirm that vegetarian or vegan options are available for those with dietary restrictions or preferences. Make sure to assign a production assistant to be present during lunchtime to ensure an accurate count of the lunches served. Having a dedicated team member tracking the lunch count will help us maintain accurate records and better manage our catering expenses. It is important not to solely rely on the vendor to provide these numbers. To cover location permit expenses, we will allocate $2,500. We can also allocate $1,000 for trash dumpsters. In order to have first aid supplies readily available on set at all times, let's allocate $1,000. For the necessary rentals such as tables, chairs, tents, and other items required for the food area, we can allocate $500 per week under rentals. To account for potential location loss and damage, we should allocate $5,000 to cover insurance deductibles and restoration costs for the rented location. When obtaining your city permit, it is essential to request the placement of no parking signs near your filming location. This precautionary step is crucial to prevent potential delays and disruptions caused by unauthorized vehicles occupying essential areas. Arriving on set only to find a car parked in a designated filming spot can waste valuable time and disrupt the production schedule. Let's continue discussing our transportation expenses.